Hello, we have Jean here that I've been talking to for a few minutes, and she interests me so much and has so much good stuff to say that I wanted to bless y'all with the opportunity of gaining some knowledge from Jean. So Jean, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I've been driving a truck for several years now, and I've been asked the question, what's it kind of like to be a woman out here, and how are you treated? Well, I've always been treated well and with respect, and I boil that all down to one statement. If you act like a lady, sound like a lady, look like a lady, you're going to be treated like a lady. It's just that simple. And I expect to be treated like a lady because that's what I am. So for all you ladies out there and girls, especially you young women who think you're looking at a way to make a decent living, it is a good way to make a decent living.
What you're saying is your experience out here as a woman truck driver has been more positive than negative?
It's been all positive. I have never ever been treated in any manner that I could say made me want to get in the truck and cry, or to think, why did I ever do this? I talk to everybody. I never meet a stranger. When I pull into the fuel island, I'm talking to the drivers on both sides of me.
Yeah.
And that's also good.
Right.
Because you learn. You learn a lot.
I agree.
Talking. And when you go into your customers, talk to the other drivers. You learn and listen to everything that you hear.
Yeah, I agree.
And I will tell you one thing. Don't bother investing a lot of money in a CB radio. Because unless you want to talk it up with the boys, you're not going to get any use out of it. Because as soon as your voice is heard on that CB radio, some lowlife is going to jump in on it, and all you can do is just get off of it.
Right.
Sorry, that's just fact of life anymore.
Yeah, reality, yeah.
Anonymity is a wonderful thing for people with low esteem. And unfortunately, there are a lot of people driving trucks with low esteem. Obviously, just turn on your CB radio.
Well, there's a lot of people, you know, there's a lot of people in life in that predicament. It's just that being in the truck, like you said, you have a tool there that a person can exploit to express that low self-esteem, you know, that CB radio, and we can witness it, and they remain anonymous. So that's why you see it so easily.
Exactly.
And people assume that this is a trait that's attributed to drivers. It's just that being a driver gives you an opportunity to display that.
That's
and
right.
Easily to witness, you know.
It's the equivalent of anonymous telephone calls, you know, because you don't know the face behind the voice.
Right.
So, but anyway, I can tell you that this job has been good for me. I've been able to have everything that I've wanted in life. I am now a year away from retirement. I own a home, my car. I've got money in the bank. I owe no debts.
So you've been driving for how long, Jean?
I've been driving for over 10 years, and I've just been prudent with my money and saved and spent it well and saved, and that's all I can tell all of you boys and girls out there. Just do that. Don't blow it all.
So how have you seen the current recession affecting the state of the industry today, though? Has it impacted you as a driver, or
Yes,
has
it has. It has. When the automotive industry has gone into this great default, that's all I hauled was GM Auto Parts, and suddenly I'm out here running general freight all over the country. I'm accustomed to being home on weekends, and now suddenly I'm out for 3 or 4 or 5 weeks at a time, as long as I can stand it, just in order to make a decent income. I was making a good income before. Now it's just decent. And it's not nearly as much fun as it was knowing I was going to be home every weekend.
Right.
But that's it. I'd say this is a bad time to be going into it, because the jobs are not that good right now. You're not getting enough miles. If you're new, your pay is low,
Mm-hmm.
the miles are low, and it's not the best of times.
And
to do
from
it.
what I understand, a lot of cats are going to the school and training and not being able to get the miles when they get out, but are still expected to be able to make the payments for schools and everything.
That's right. You know, you go to these company-paid schools, and when you come out and start work, that company's going to be taking X number of dollars every week out of your paycheck, regardless of how many or how few miles you've run that week. And I've talked to so many new drivers with families at home that aren't making it. Their parents and in-laws actually have to go to meet their bills at home. It's that bad. But let's just look positive and think, okay, the economy's going to turn around, and maybe in a year's time, it'll be better. So
Right.
those of you that hang in there, hang in there. Well,
Like
and
I said-
another thing to think about is if you're with a company now and it is really bad, and you think, okay, I'm going to go to work for another company, it's going to be better. Just keep in mind, all the truck companies are struggling. You're still a new driver, you'd be low seniority, and if they start cutting drivers, they're going to start with you probably. So think about that before you leave what you've already got. Sometimes it's better the devil you know than the devil you don't know. And that's about it.
Okay.